Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is 3 Chord Dave, and today we are going to talk about hitting 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, thank you very much if you have already subscribed. If you have not, hit the subscribe button. It's down there. It's right beside that like button. You should hit that too. We will continue to talk about guitars, music, and sometimes Guns N' Roses on this channel, and all of those things combined, of course. No, thank you so much. It really means so much to me. Hitting 1,000 subscribers right here on YouTube has obviously been a goal for most people who start YouTube channels. So to be there is phenomenal, and I'm so appreciative. Thank you so much for watching my content and my videos. There's only more to come. It's great. But for today, I thought we would talk about 10 commonly asked questions to guitar YouTubers that I would ask. I'm going to answer them for myself. So here is number one. So number one, what made me want to become a guitarist in the first place? Now, the slogan on my channel is guitarist, kinda, and that's because I don't really consider myself a great guitarist. I'm taking lessons, I'm doing stuff I'm on Fender Play. You can see some videos about that in the corner up there. So Fender Play has been really cool in kind of making me more confident as a guitar player, but when it comes to wanting to be a guitarist, way back when I first picked up a guitar, there were two very important factors. I had started to really seriously get into music as a teenager. I was listening to bands like Blur and Oasis and Pulp and then into Nirvana and I was listening to the Beatles all the time. I grew up in a very musical household. My dad played guitar, so there was always a guitar lying around. There would be parties and guitars were brought out and songs played, and it was always a great time. So that influenced me. I wanted to be a guitarist. I've always thought the guitar was the coolest instrument in the band, and my parents wouldn't buy me drums. Question number two, why did I start a YouTube channel? Well, it was early this year, and I was discussing with somebody, they were starting a YouTube channel. I was like, I've always wanted to start a YouTube channel. And then the question came up, well, what are you waiting for? And I was like, yeah, that's a good idea. What am I waiting for? So I wrote down some stuff, like what I was seriously passionate about, what I wanted to do my channel on. And what just kept coming back was I love guitars. I love guitars and I love music. So, and I love films and I love sports. So those were my areas I was looking at. And when it came back to, reviewing everything, it always came back to that one thing, which was music and guitars were my passion above all else. So do a guitar channel, throw in some music every now and then. So that's why I have this lovely channel that 1,000 of you have subscribed to. And please, if you have not subscribed, click that subscribe button down below. Yes, I'm going to keep saying it because I want to hit 2,000 subscribers, and 10,000 and a million, maybe just like 10. We'll see how it goes. But that's pretty much why. Yeah, I've always wanted to start a YouTube channel. I was kind of procrastinating on it, and now I'm doing it and it's working out. So thank you for all your support and for watching these videos and the thumbs up and all that sort of stuff. I really do appreciate it. Question number 3, who is my favorite guitarist? And I think if you've watched my videos, you've probably figured it out. It's Saul Hudson. That's correct. Yeah, my favorite guitarist is Slash, which I know is a little bit cliche, and some people say that Slash is only a good guitarist because of his magic hat. I don't know. I'm not so sure. I've actually seen him play guitar without his magic hat. So back in the day, it's cool. Yeah, one of the most influential albums in my life, and one I go back to all the time, is Appetite for Destruction. And I think, just every time I've heard Slash bring out new material, every time I've seen him live with Velvet Revolver, Miles Kennedy and the Conspirators, and with Guns N' Roses, I've just been blown away. I just think he's a super cool dude. I've read his autobiography, which is over here. It's just an amazing story. Him and Duff have incredible life stories. The fact that those two dudes are still alive is amazing. But those guys are kind of my heroes on and off stage. I like plenty of guitarists. We'll talk about that in a little bit later on. But Slash is my absolute favorite guitarist, for many reasons, but also because he looks cool in a hat. So what is my dream guitar? That's a really difficult question to answer. When I grew up, I always thought my dream guitar was a Les Paul, and now that I'm a little bit older and I've played a few Les Pauls, I don't think it is anymore. I'm very much in love with my current SG, which is an Epiphone. SG Special P90s, which I picked up after NAMM this year when they were announced. I also have a Gibson SG with mini humbuckers, and I love that guitar too. But honestly, I think that SG, the Epiphone one, has really grabbed me, and I love that. If I was to make some changes to it or make it into my dream guitar, wow, I'm not so sure. Like if I could buy any guitar, it would be a 50s gold top Les Paul. I know that goes against saying, you know, I don't think Les Pauls are my favorite guitar anymore, but that's what I would buy. And I would probably also look to buy something 345 like ES 345, like the guitar that Marty McFly plays in Back to the Future, which I mentioned in my last video. So that would be probably my two, if money were no object, guitars, like a 56 or 54 gold top perhaps, and then any 345 from the 50s or 60s. So those would be my two main guitars. But I have this desire, which I think is more realistic than owning one of those super expensive guitars. I want to own a guitar that is at least as old as I am. So I was born in 1982, and it means I want to buy, at some point in my life, a guitar that was made in 1982 or beforehand. So that's a dream of mine that I want to do, and hopefully that will come true on the channel soon. Number 5, my favorite album. Look, I've mentioned it already. It's Appetite for Destruction. The reason being, I think it's the best debut album of all time. Is it the best album of all time? No, I don't think it is, but it's my favorite one. It's the one that I come back to all the time. It's the one that I know all of the words to. It's the one that gets me out of my seat most. Now, favorable or honorable mentions here would be Led Zeppelin 2, The White Album by the Beatles. Let me see. Blur by Blur back in the day had such an impact on me as well. I think The Color and the Shape by the Foo Fighters, Nevermind obviously by Nirvana. So all those great albums, but always it comes back for me to Appetite, and that's my favorite album. So who are my favorite bands? Well, I got to go with Guns N' Roses, number 1. You got Led Zeppelin. The Beatles would be in there, obviously. I don't know, probably the Foo Fighters probably get in there as well. I would have to put in Thin Lizzy as an Irishman. I think, you know, there's nothing better than when The Boys Are Back in Town comes on. Just that first chord strikes, you know exactly what that song is. It's amazing. So yeah, I mean, there's so many bands I listen to. You know, I also love Aerosmith. I love Zeppelin. I love lots of bands. So yeah, in terms of solo artists, I would have to say probably Rory Gallagher, Joe Bonamassa, Chuck Berry, and well, I mean, I love everything Chris Cornell ever did, so him as well. Who are my guitar heroes? Well, here we go. It's obviously Slash, Rory Gallagher, and up here, you can't see it right now, but it's Chuck Berry's up there as well. Those are my 3 favorite guitarists. Other guitarists I think are cool are like John Frusciante, Graham Coxon from Blur, very underrated, and like his Blur stuff, you know, is hit and miss if you like it or you don't like it. But I always thought he was a great guitarist. And have you ever heard of a guy called Eric Clapton? He's pretty good. And there's this dude called Jimmy Page. He's pretty good too. Other YouTube channels that I like. Oh, I love so many guitar YouTube channels. My number 1 is probably the Trogleys Guitar Show. The reason being, I wish I had that dude's job. Austin, if you're out there, I love your channel, man, and I love what you do. Basically, my dream is to have a YouTube channel and buy and sell guitars. So maybe I should just start buying and selling guitars. I don't know, but that is definitely the dream. He has some really great stuff, and he knows a lot about his stuff as well, which is impressive, and I enjoy watching his videos. So if you're not watching the Trogleys Guitar Show, definitely check it out. Some good ones I also watch are things like Texas Toast Guitars. I love watching what they do. Pretty cool stuff all around. Guitar Max is always fun as well. And yeah, I mean, look, if there's a guitar in the thumbnail, I'm probably the guy who's going to click on it. So you're welcome. Epiphone or Gibson? Interesting, because my 2 guitars that I own, 2 main guitars, are an Epiphone SG and a Gibson SG. So I'm very well placed to answer this question. Right now, my favorite guitar that I have ever owned is an Epiphone SG Special with P90s, Impel in Blue, which came out in at NAMM this year. I love it. It's a $399 guitar. Absolutely love it. My Gibson SG is I've got mini humbuckers. It's an SG special. It has mini humbuckers. It cost about 600 euros a couple of years ago. I love that guitar too, but if I had two in front of me and I had to just make a choice, I would 99% of the time pick up the Epiphone. So for me, the answer is Epiphone right now. But I think Gibson are making strides to, correct a lot of the mistakes of the past. So hopefully in a few years we'll all be saying a Gibson is good enough. Because right now we're like, no, it ain't. But finally, guys, what are my channel goals here on YouTube? Well, first of all, thank you again so much for getting me to 1,000 subscribers. Thanks for getting all the way through this video too. That really helps me out, watching all the way through. If you haven't subscribed yet, please just click that subscribe button. Most people watch YouTube channels, they don't subscribe to them, and it really helps us out if you do. My next goal, obviously, is 2,000 subscribers, and after that, it's 5,000. So that's what I'm looking at. I'm hoping that by the end of the year, I'll be close to that 5,000 mark. So, let's do it together. Let's just keep making videos, keep watching videos. I'm definitely excited to get there. I'm not monetized on YouTube despite having 1,000 subscribers yet. That's going to take a little bit longer because you need watch hours. So I suppose that's a goal as well, is to get the watch hours up and get monetized so that, YouTube can pay for guitars that I can review on the channel and do cool stuff with. So that's the goal, and that is what I'm working towards next. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for your support. And thank you for, once again, hitting that subscribe button. It really means a lot, and I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to hit like as well. Now, I will be back again on Friday this week with a brand new video. So don't forget to swing by and check it out. Hopefully it'll be up pretty early. Now, the last thing I want you to do, YouTube is going to recommend a video for you right at the end here. It's going to be super cool and something that you are interested in that's on my channel. If you could watch that as well, that would be super cool and will really help me out. Guys, thanks again. Take care of yourself. I'll see you on the next one.